And in another story, the human rights organizations have allegedly uncovered another fresh plot to attack the CBN and to arrest Emefiele despite a subsisting court order barring arrest or detaining of the CBN governor. Recall that the Federal High Court in Abuja had earlier barred the DSS from arresting, detaining, and prosecuting the CBN governor Godwin Emefiele. At the press briefing yesterday in Abuja, the convener of the coalition, Tochukwu Ohazurike, said that there was now the plan to fabricate another allegation to help them arrest the governor and force him to resign.
I've heard of the details of the aborted, well-organized plot to still abduct Emefiele and keep him in solitary confinement and force him to resign to pave way for the alleged plan to appoint a top female CBN official from the north who, as the acting CBN governor, or another southerner as an alternative CBN governor, to make it look like the plot is not anti-South. This will certainly undermine the powers of Mr. President, his credible election agenda, and will be a direct attempt to derail the economic policies aimed at dealing fatal blows to vote buyers, election riggers, and illicit financial transactions. We are saying to those behind the plot to frame Emefiele that they would have ended up destroying Nigeria's image in the financial world. They would have ended up derailing Mr. President's backed CBN policies, open the cash vote for vote buyers and election riggers, and undermine the president's powers, all in a bid to install their stooge. We again call for urgent investigation, and those found culpable should be arrested and prosecuted now. This is the letter written by the League of Professionals for Good Governance. A search on Google will not reveal that this organization exists anywhere. It's just a hurriedly put together organization, and they have written to the ambassador, United States of America, that they are going to have a protest march. Members of these organizations are the ones that are not happy that they are being funded to do these things. So it is their members that are getting these letters and making them available to us.
They allege that money launderers, vote buyers, election riggers, and corrupt politicians are the sponsors of the plot to remove the CBN governor, as the groups worried about the violation of the rule of law.
How can they say we have 89 trillion from stamp duty of 50 naira charge, while the entire nation's foreign reserve is not near that amount? How is it possible that we have 89 trillion while the entire assets of our nation's banks, bank profits, and all deposits in the banks are not up to that amount? How can we have 89 trillion naira from just 50 naira charges when the nation's total budget since 2016 that President Muhammadu Buhari first presented a budget till date is about 95 trillion naira? Remembering that Jonathan had a 2015 budget he presented to the National Assembly. President Buhari's first of annual budget was 2016. So this amount could have funded the entire budget for the 8 years of President Muhammadu Buhari, and it's just an amount from 50 naira charges. Could that be possible? The DSS should focus on doing their job in ensuring those who mismanage funds given to their states are investigated, not looking for a weak or non-existent link to destroy the CBN governor and derail the president's credible election promise and agenda. All the numerous interventions of the CBN were backed by Mr. President, based on convictions that they will make our economy work or be in the interest of the nation. The media attacks and smear campaigns against the CBN governor and the failed plot to frame him for an offense of terrorism are uncalled for, and the DSS should indeed and actually apologize to Mr. Emefiele and Mr. President.
They called on President to authorize the Attorney General of the Federation to institute a criminal inquiry into the latest happenings, as they reiterated its call for the sack of the DG of the DSS so as not to interfere with investigations. And